And Osborne here with Denver 7, here with Dr. Mark Schaefer, superintendent of the Thompson School District in the Loveland area, one of the bigger districts in our area. We're talking about their restart plan. There's this great unknown that all school administrators and districts are heading into this fall amid the coronavirus. To start off the top, what is Thompson School District's plan to start the school year?
Thank you, Ryan. It's interesting because had we had this conversation 24 hours ago, I think I would have shared what our plan was going to be looking like. As of last evening, based on the guidance and support of our Larimer County Board of Health, we're moving to a hybrid model for 6th through 12th grade, which means that we will bring in students at 50% on an AB rotation schedule at our secondary schools. Elementary will remain 100% fully in person. So that is one option for our families, what we're calling a hybrid in-person model. The other option for our families is a 100% virtual or online experience. So parents will have until the firch week of August to make a decision.
How important is it for districts, especially your district, to kind of be nimble and be able to change when necessary?
Yeah, it's absolutely necessary. We rely on the guidance of our health partners here in Larimer County. We rely on science. All school districts I know throughout the metro area are struggling to make the best decisions for their students, for their staff, and for their communities. As recommendations are made, we have to be agile. And so we, in real time, making decisions that we feel will be in the best interest for, like I said, the health and safety of our students and our staff.
What do you tell that parent that really would like to see students back in school no matter what, that you have to balance kind of different interests, dealing with staff and in addition to students? What do you tell those parents?
A lot of it is really providing information, and it's really being transparent with our community, letting them know alongside of us why we're making the decisions, allowing for input. We know we have to balance certainly the needs of our families and our communities with health and safety.
What metrics do you and your other administrators look at specifically when it either comes to COVID-19 case numbers, maybe outbreaks among students on or off campus? What metrics will you be looking at throughout the year to kind of gauge where you need to be?
So we look at cases, we look at trends in cases, we look at hospitalizations, we look at number of patients in ICU, and then the data is also disaggregated by age group. And so a lot of it is based on the trend of the county. Larimer County may and does look very different than Arapahoe County. And so we certainly, are mindful of the data that's occurring throughout the state, but we're most interested in what's happening in Larimer County.
What are some of the few biggest social distancing measures or precautionary measures that you think will be most important for students and staff to follow to keep everyone safe?
So we are, our district is requiring mask wearing of all students in all classrooms and all venues. We have processes of cohorting students, certainly at our elementary level, limiting certainly mixing of our cohorts or of our classes so that the students stay together as a group for the day. The arrangement of the classrooms, the movement within the building, rotating adults into the classroom versus rotating kids around the building. All of these are health and safety measures that we're taking.
What are your thoughts on athletics and activities? I know most school districts are going to kind of be in step with CHSA and their guidelines. What can we expect for sports and other activities this year?
We are also following the guidance of CHSA. Yesterday, announcement around certain sports that were approved. I think athletics and activities, it's not just our athletics, but it's just, our theater, our music programs, all of that, integral parts of the school day and the student experience. So again, we're awaiting that guidance on kind of what we are able to do, what we can do, and what we can't do.
And just wrapping up, any last things you would want parents to know, and then it's just the school community in general about how how the district is approaching everything.
This is completely uncharted, and it's really complex. It's one of those situations that any decision I make will be met with those that are in agreement with and those that are not. What we use as our compass here again is what is in the best interest of our students and staff and community from a health and safety standpoint. We know that schools exist to educate students, not only from an academic standpoint, but also to provide that social emotional support. And we want to make sure that we're doing an amazing job with doing that. We're committed to that, but it's hard. It's hard with this, and there's a lot of unknown.
Mark Schaefer, superintendent of the Thompson School District, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much, Ryan.